Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new edition of Message of Hope. And today I have the pleasure to be with Diane Xuereb, and who is in the Netherlands today. Welcome, Diane.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And she's a coach who can say that, who helps people to be more comfortable in their own skin, to be more comfortable with who they really are. So, welcome, Diane.
Thank you. Yeah.
And
Thank
I
you.
will ask you the same question that I've been asking is that how this having this three principles understanding, how does that help you navigate whatever situation, event, stress, COVID that's thrown your way?
Well, in the beginning, I was scared shitless of it. And then something happened and I changed my mind completely. And I decided to just treat it like I would treat my life and my daily life. We're all going to die one way or another. It can be either from COVID-19 or it can be from other thing. I can't stop it, and there's no way I'm going to control when I die. So I thought to myself, it's going to happen anyway. So why worry? So I stopped worrying. I'm sorry, my dog is in the background feeling uncomfortable. So I just stopped worrying. I stopped worrying about it. I got a bit unnerved with the lockdowns, and it felt like my freedom was being taken away from me. It was being imposed on me. However, with this understanding, this thought created reality. And with the restrictions that I had imposed on myself because of my dog, because my dog is 17 years old, so I will not travel. I won't go anywhere without her. So before this COVID-19 came along, I had already imposed a lockdown on myself because there's no way I was going to move. So I said to myself, you've already done it. What are you complaining about? Then I realized once again, I was attaching a meaning to how I think things should be, and realized that actually it's neutral. I don't go anywhere anyway, so what's it all about? And I adjusted to it because I just didn't make it a problem. It's not a problem. And that's how I navigate life. I watch and observe my thinking and really question what's coming up for me. And obviously, like everyone else, I get caught up in my thinking, but it's much easier for me to navigate life now that I have this understanding. And yeah, it's really changed my life. And COVID-19 hasn't really affected me in any way, except that I lost my job. But even then, I wasn't worried. I'm not sure if that's the what you're looking for.
Yes, I am. And what makes me curious, you said that when COVID first started, you were scared, and then says, well, we're going to die anyway. What was the catalyst of this change? Was there something that you heard, something that came out of the blue? What was the catalyst of that
That's
change?
an excellent question. I invited Lucy Palmer to a conversation with me in my group. And she described this virus as this little thing that's going around everywhere and it's causing havoc. And she imagined that this little drop or whatever it is wearing a pink tutu. So I started to imagine COVID as this little droplet in a pink tutu causing havoc, just jumping around from person to person. And my perspective of it shifted completely. I just didn't give it another thought. I just dropped it. That's the meaning I gave it then. The meaning changed from, oh, it's really deadly, oh, it's really infectious, oh, it's going to kill many people, to, oh, it's a virus and it's wearing a pink tutu, and it looked like something, it became something that's normal to me. I was a hypochondriac.
Mm.
So, and because of this understanding, because I know that I give a meaning to everything and everything is created from the inside out. With this understanding, I realized that I was worrying. And with COVID, I was worrying again. I went back to the habit till I saw COVID in a pink tutu. Then it wasn't threatening anymore. How can a pink tutu hurt me? That's how I look at it. A pink tutu. Yeah,
Oh, that's great.
yeah,
And now you said that no, you lost your job because of COVID, but you were fine with it.
yeah.
Can you say a little bit more about that?
Well, in 2012, I ended up on the streets. I had no money. I was destitute at 70 euros. I had no job. I had nothing. I was in a country that's in the Netherlands. I'm from Malta. So I survived. I not only survived, I got money from here, there, and everywhere. I managed to find a place. So in that time, I realized that with or without money, I was always safe. There was a time in the beginning when I was obsessed. I kept looking at my bank account to see if I had money when I had not spent anything. And I started to realize what I was doing to myself. And notwithstanding the fact that I only had 70 euros in my bank account, I was still safe. So when I lost my job, it's my job I lost, not a home. I still
Mm.
had money in my bank account, and I knew I was going to get my money from somewhere, somehow. I knew that it was going to come. But I think me ending up on the street gave me a solid foundation to see that we're always safe. We're never unsafe, because safety comes not from money, not from material goods, not from having a roof over my head, but from my interaction with myself and with my thoughts. And then after that, I saw two very powerful stories of one man living in England and another one living in Australia, I think, who prefer to live outdoors, who prefer to be homeless, who prefer not to have a solid place, and they felt safe. So that helped me concretize my idea of where safety comes from. And it certainly doesn't come from having a roof on your head or from having money in the bank either. Safety is knowing that I'm part of a bigger, much bigger picture.
And you're the specialist of be you, and who you really are is always safe because who you really are is not your body, it's not your mind,
Exactly.
and that cannot be taken away in a sense.
It's always safe. It's unlimited. It can't be touched. It can't be hurt. It can't be broken. We're always safe. But as a human being, we tend to attach our safety to goods, to success, to money, to having clothes, and it's really illusory to hold on to our human body as and realize that there is no safety there. I mean, there's hardly any cash running around now. Everything's in the bank and in cyberspace. Yeah.
True. Well, thank you, Diane, for your wisdom, and wish you all the best. And if people want to find you, where can they find you?
butv.com, where you can hear my podcast, Permission to Be You podcast. They can find me on LinkedIn. They can find me on Facebook. Now they can find me on Clubhouse every day. I open a room every day. Did I say LinkedIn? You can find me on Instagram. That's where you
All
can.
the social media.
Yes, yes, yes.
Um, so once again, thank you, Diane.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. Thank you.